Hey everyone, welcome to Wishing Well BBQ. I'm Dustin Wells, and today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect side dish, smoked baked beans. Let's do it. Every good barbecue needs a great side dish to go with it, and what's more iconic than baked beans? And what's even better is we can throw them right on the smoker with any meat that we're cooking, and it's gonna make a delicious side for us. Hey, let me show you what we gotta do to make these perfect smoked baked beans. The first thing that I'm gonna need is one of these deep dish cast iron pans. If you don't have one of these pans, you could even use an aluminum pan. For today's recipe, I'm going to be using Bush's Original Baked Beans, and these cans come in many sizes. Today I'm going to use 2 of the 55-ounce cans. The first thing we want to do is go ahead and drain these beans and then put them in your pot. We're going to make our own sauce for this, so we don't need the extra liquid. Next, we're going to take our Spaceman Nigiri knife and we're going to chop up 1 whole red onion. It doesn't have to be chopped super fine, but you do want it chopped enough that it's a nice bite-sized piece. Now we're ready to add all of our flavors and our seasonings and our sauce. So the first thing we're going to do is use a little bit of yellow mustard, a couple of splashes of Louisiana hot sauce. Hey, if you like it a little hotter, use a little more. If you don't like it quite as hot, use a little less. Let's add a little barbecue sauce to the mix, and you know we're going to use our Wishing Well BBQ house barbecue sauce. We're going to use about half of a cup. Now we've got to add some barbecue seasoning to it, so you know we're going to use our competition style rub, and I'm just going to sprinkle this all over the beans. Now we're ready to give these beans some sweetness, and we're going to do that with half of a cup of light brown sugar, and then we're going to do several heavy pours of honey all over the beans. And that's it. That's all we have to do to season these beans. Now we're going to get our spoon and we're going to mix and incorporate all of those flavors together. Now it may look like these beans are extra chunky and they don't have very much liquid in them, but as these beans cook, they are going to break down and produce more liquid. So you don't want to have too much liquid, or that's going to make it really soupy in the end product. I tell you what, these beans look amazing. So let's go ahead and get them on the smoker. Today I'm cooking on my Oklahoma Joe offset smoker, and I'm going to be using a combination of lump charcoal and hickory wood. I'm going to use my propane torch to get this fire started, and I want to keep my temperature at 250 degrees. Now let's close down the smoker and let these beans cook. I just wanted to stop for a second and say thank you so much for checking out today's video, and thank you for being such a supporter of Wishing Well BBQ. Don't forget, we officially have merch, so check it out in the description below. And while you're there, go ahead and check out all of our affiliate links and all of the links to all of the products that we use every day here on the Wishing Well BBQ channel. Now, let's get back to the recipe. All right, we are about 40 minutes in on these beans, and just check them out. You can see that our onions are starting to break down, and that's exactly what we want. We're going to go ahead and make sure we give this just a nice stir so that we keep incorporating those flavors. And you can see as the beans cook down, they do release some juices, so keep that in mind. Oh, that looks perfect so far. We're going to go ahead and probably let these go for another 30 minutes or so, and then we're going to take them off of the smoker. All right, it's been about another 30 minutes, and just check these out. You can see on the end here, we're starting to get some bubbling. That's exactly what we want. You can see that these beans have released a lot of juices, and all of these flavors have really come together. Our onions are nice and broken down, but they're not mushy, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Hey, I'm ready to call these beans done, so let's go ahead and get them off of the smoker. Man, oh man, these smoked baked beans smell absolutely delicious. And you know I cannot wait to take a bite, but before we do, let's talk about what we did to get here. The first thing that I did was go to the grocery store and get some Bush's baked beans. I drained off the liquid and put them into a big cast iron skillet. To our beans, we added 1 whole chopped red onion. To that, I added some mustard, hot sauce, competition style rub, brown sugar, honey, and house barbecue sauce. We combined all of those flavors and put them on our Oklahoma Joe offset smoker at 250 degrees for about an hour. Once the onions were broken down and the beans were nice and cooked, we took them right off the smoker, and now here we are. And you know what time it is? I've got to take a bite. Let's go right in here. You know I got to get some with some of this onion. Man, that looks amazing. Hey, cheers to you, cheers to a good cook. Let's take a bite. That is absolutely perfect. It's so good because it's got a little bit of kick from that hot sauce, but the brown sugar and honey really offset it, so it really has a nice mellow flavor. Of course, that house barbecue sauce and competition style rub give it such an amazing flavor. And those red onions are perfect. Man, I could just sit here and just eat this. I tell you what, the next time you do a barbecue and you need a side dish, this is the one you want to choose because it is amazing. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. If you like what we're doing here on the Wishing Well BBQ channel, make sure you click that subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on any of the fun. Make sure you also follow all of our other socials, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and make sure you check out our merch store and all of our affiliate links in the description below. Thank you so much again for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.